Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I hope all is well. I'm sorry that I am a bit tardy, okay? So let me explain why I'm a little bit tardy. Y'all see this right here? Yeah, my kids did that, okay? Right before I was to go live, which is crazy. Very, very crazy. So, today we are talking about ways to protect your knees and jump rope. I know that I've discussed this topic a gazillion times, but I'm going to discuss it again. So, I am live here on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on Facebook, and I'm live on Instagram. So, hello, hello, hello. TikTok, my attention will kind of be straightforward, head on, but feel free. I will not avoid your questions. And for the most part, I may cover all of your things before you even get to it. If you have any questions whatsoever, be sure to leave them below. And while you're coming in, just say who you are and where you're from. And let's get this show on the road. Okay. So I'm going to introduce myself again. And once content start, I'm just going to go. And like I said, if you have questions, just leave them in the comment box and I definitely will address them when I finish giving you the content. Okay. So my name is Bernadette Henry of Make It Fun NYC, where I make jump rope and exercise as a whole more fun and exciting for anyone looking to live a healthy and active lifestyle. And today we're going to be talking about jump rope and the knees, or basically how to protect your knees and jump rope. Okay. So there is a common misconception that jump rope is bad for the knees. I hear it all the time. People say that they can't jump because the knees are bad. They can't jump because it's going to hurt their knees, or they did jump rope and their knees started hurting. Just a lot of different things that people have about the knees, right? And sometimes what happened is you're just not ready. So sometimes you'll hear me on Instagram or wherever you watch me, you'll hear me say 10 minutes of jump rope is equivalent to a 30-minute jog on a treadmill at 6.5 miles an hour. And what do? You go get a jump rope and then you begin to jump, right? But you have no guidance, you have no instruction, you have nothing going on. It's just, okay, oh my God, this sounds so good. Let me go out and do that too, right? And that's kind of where you go wrong, right? Because now you get a jump rope, you don't know what you're doing, you're going crazy, and then you're like, ouch, the next day, right? Now, of course, if jump rope is something new to you and you are doing it, for the most part, you should feel sore, but you shouldn't feel pain, right? So I'm going to tell you how to protect your knees and jump rope. Number one, only jump high enough to clear the rope. Only jump high enough to clear the rope. So when you use a jump rope, the jump rope is a little wire, okay, or a little PVC cord or whatever you're jumping over. But the whole point of it is that it's thin, and you don't have to jump like really high as if you're jumping over a bucket or jumping over a fence or jumping over something that has some height, because the jump rope is a little thin piece of material, okay? Number two, you want to jump on your toes only, right? So you want to jump on your toes with a light bend in your knees, right? You don't want to jump on your whole foot. Because that can be damaging to your knees as well. Number three, you don't want to, okay, I think that's the whole foot. Number three, you want to make sure that you are wearing the correct shoes when you're jumping, okay? When you're jumping, you should wear a shoe that absorbs shock, okay? You should wear a shoe that absorbs shock and something that has some kind of cushion in it. So if you are concerned about your knees, feet, ankle, or joints, you want to wear like a running shoe or a cross trainer, right? Something that's going to take some of that shock, okay? You don't want to jump in like a Converse, which is flat and has no cushion. So the kind of shoe that I would recommend is Mizuno's, okay? Mizuno, Mizuno's, all right? That's what I currently wear, and I absolutely love them. So I use them for jumping. I use them for walking, like speed walking, and I have like several pair of them. Hey, and I just love them for jumping because they have some cushion and they provide the shock, right? They provide like anti-shock, right? Number four, you want to be mindful of the surface that you're jumping on. So you want to jump on surfaces as well that absorb shock. So you want to jump on a rubber track turf. You want to jump on a wood floor because it has some spring in it. So when you jump now, you're going to bounce some a bit, right? And then I'll see your questions. I'm going to definitely get to your questions. So you want to jump on something that's going to have some type of shock absorption. A definitely good way to save your knees is to make sure that you're not jumping on concrete. Okay. Jumping on concrete is the quickest way to destroy your knees. Okay. Now, if you are going to jump on concrete, if that's all you have, make sure you give yourself like a time limit or a jump limit. Don't like overdo it. Okay. Number 5, knowing enough is enough. Okay. Like if you know you have lower extremity issues or you may, feel something going on, don't try to keep going. Like stop, pump the brakes, like say, okay, this is how much I'm going to do today. Or if you're going to jump every day, at least vary it up. So like for me, for example, when I do my jump rope workouts, I do 10 sets of 100 jumps. That's kind of like my base workout. And then I may get on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and I'll do a couple of 15-second or 30-second videos. Okay. And that's my limit. Like I can sit there and say, okay, I'm gonna do 2,000 jumps today and then do my freestyles or whatever. But I want to be mindful of my conditions and I want to just do enough so that I won't have any discomfort later on. Okay. Number 6, you want to strengthen the muscles surrounding your knees. So I always say that you have a supporting cast around your knees, such as the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, and the hips. All of these muscles support your knees. So you want to make sure that you are strengthening those muscles. And there are a variety of exercises that you can do. You can do stuff without weights. You can do things with weights. It's so many different things that you can do, but these are the supporting casts of your knee. And you want to make sure that they are all strong so that it plays a part in protecting your knees. Okay. Number 7, mobility. And that's basically flexibility. You want to be able to be flexible in various parts of your legs or parts of your lower body so that you can have the wherewithal in your knees in order to do what you need to do. And number 8, you want to make sure that you are stretching, okay? Because a lot of times very, very, very tight calves can cause knee pain. And I know this firsthand experience, okay? So these are different ways that you can protect your knees and jump rope. Now, if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll answer them for you right now. Like my son is about to start crying and everything like that. But I did see some questions. How often do I change my shoes? I try to change them every few months or either just wear a variety of shoes so that I won't be wearing the same shoes every day and wear them down. Okay. Oh, thank you so much about the mobility and the stretching. Thank you. So are there any other questions? I'm sorry, I'm starting to get noise interference here. That's mine. So, yes, love how you distinguish mobility from stretching. Yes, it's totally two total different things. So. No. Hold on one second, y'all. Johnny, can you tell him what happened so that I can do my live? All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Now I'm going to have to edit this whole video. I'm going to have to edit this whole video. This is why I need another space to do my videos. I'm going to have to edit this whole video. So, that's my problem. Yeah, I don't have enough shoes. I don't have enough shoes either. Like I have one pair of shoes. Like, I mean, when I do wear my shoes, I would wear one pair of shoes at a time and I just keep wearing them over and over and over and over and over again. But now I have like, I have like one pair of shoes that I did purchase and I'm actually getting another pair from the company that sent me them because of my social media content and things like that. And several of my students have actually wore the shoes that I suggested to them, which I'm wearing now, the Mizunos. But I know that I'm going to have to change them out more now because now I'm doing speed walking. So now it's not just me doing like my 10 sets of 100s and the freestyle. Now I'm doing like my walking several times a week in the marathon. So I know that I'm going to have to change my shoes more often. So a way for me to combat that is to like have several pairs of shoes. Okay. So like I said, I did get me some sneakers a couple of weeks ago, and they are sending me another pair of shoes, which is cool. And then I'm definitely going to be buying more because, like I said, I do want to change them up and have different colors and styles and things like that. So that is that. So let me go through the ways again to protect your knees. Hello, how are you? Let me go through the ways again to protect your knees and jump rope. Number one, only jump high enough to clear the rope. So the jump rope is a very thin piece of material. Even if you have a weighted rope, it's still a very thin piece of material, and you're not jumping over a bucket, a fence, or anything that has height to it. Okay, you're only jumping high enough to clear the rope. When you jump and you have to actually land softly as well. So a lot of times people may stomp, or sometimes people may land flat-footed. You can't do either. You got to make sure you land softly on your toes. Okay. Number two, jump on your toes only. Do not jump flat-footed, or you're going to cause like other kind of issues like plantar fasciitis and things like that. Okay. Number three, you want to be conscious of the shoes that you're wearing. Like I said, only wear shoes that are going to absorb shock, such as a running shoe or a cross trainer. Number four, be conscious of the surface that you're jumping on. So you want to also jump on surface that absorbs shock, such as a rubber track turf or a wood floor. If you have neither of those, get a jump rope mat. Okay. You want to avoid concrete, especially if you are concerned about your knees, feet, ankle, and joints. However, if the concrete is all you have, I would say limit the amount of time that you're jumping on concrete, or at least wear the right shoes. So don't wear the wrong shoes and jump on the wrong surface. Okay. Number five, knowing enough is enough. Like if you know that you may have issues or things like that with your lower body, give yourself a limit. So say, every day you may do like 5 sets of 100 jumps, right? No, set limits so that you won't go overboard. Because when you go overboard, that's when all of your issues start to arrive. Number six, strengthen. So you want to make sure that you strengthen the supporting cast of your knees, such as your quads, your hams, your hips, and your glutes. Okay. And sometimes, some of us that do work out regularly, we kind of like say our quads may be stronger than our hams. So we have to like even it out. And if you need help with that, definitely see a trainer, or if you go to physical therapy, whatever you do to get the exercise in. Number seven, mobility. You want to make sure that you are flexible and that you're able to use these different parts of your bodies in different ways, because like I said, they all work together to be whole. And number eight, you want to make sure that you stretch. Okay. So you can stretch, you can foam roll, you can take Epsom salt baths, whatever you need to do to relieve your calves, because even though jump rope works the whole body, the calves really take the hit. So you want to make sure that you stretch out. Okay. So yeah, those basically are ways that you can protect your knees and jump rope. Of course, there are many other things that you can do as well, but these are the preliminary things that I like to tell people, because this all matters. This all counts. Okay. So myself, along with the Upgrade guys, we actually created a course, and it's called Jump Rope Skills Prep and Recovery. And basically in this course, it's going to be like a 22-day. I give you like 22 jump rope prompts. So you actually learn jump rope. And in the first week, you learn the basics of jump rope. And the second week, you learn footwork. In the third week, you learn tricks. And then in the fourth week, you combine everything that you learn. So it's a very good course. It's a progressive course. And then the mobility guys, they actually did the mobility part. This is like what they specialize in. So they actually help you prepare for jumping rope. So they give you all the different exercises for your feet, your toes, your calves, your hips. Like they really, really go in. This is like what they specialize in. So this was kind of why we actually did this joint venture together, because, like when we did a podcast, I told them that one of the main issues in my community that people always complain about is the knees. So we collaborated and we did this course together, and they give you some amazing, phenomenal things. So together, it was just an amazing course that we put together. So if that's something that you're interested in, just feel free to DM me the word upgrade. Okay. If you're interested in that course. So are there any questions? Hey, Merritt, how are you? Are there any questions? All right. So I don't see any questions. So I know I've covered this topic so many times, but I did a poll in my Instagram story, and this is the one that won. So if I do polls in my stories, y'all got to go to the stories and vote so I can talk about what y'all want to hear about. Okay. So any questions? Let me see. TikTok, you got a question? Okay. No questions there. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you so much, Merritt. All right, y'all. So I am out of here because there's a little bit of noise and stuff like that. But I will keep the topics coming. If there's anything that you want to discuss, just send me a DM. But like I said, I done discuss almost everything, all things jump rope. But I'm aware that people are coming and following me every day and things like that. So thank you so much for checking it out. I hope you got some value. Sorry about the interference. I had a whole episode. My kids broke my iPad, like literally like 5 minutes before I was to go live. Okay. So I couldn't even go live on here. Oh, you're welcome. So honestly, Ivy, yeah, this is the life of kids. Okay. And the reason why I showed up late to live, I was supposed to be on here actually. So, all right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.